Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings and Millie talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
I'm Jeremy, and you're
Topo Chico.
first time I've had this raspberry with with lemon.
I haven't had that flavor, but
you
I've
go.
had just lime
OG's
or
good.
just lemon.
It smells delicious.
Link likes that a lot. I don't
Not
never
too
had
bad.
that flavor.
No added sugars.
Skirt,
That-
skirt.
5 calories. Not sponsored, but should be. This is delicious. Anyway,
Sorry about Millie. She's a little perturbed today.
that's okay. Just deal with it, guys. Today we're talking about something different. Hi, Harley. We're talking about Severance.
Yes, bitch.
Because the season just ended, and we've talked about it many times, and Jamal gave us the great idea that we should talk about the season. He didn't
So
tell
here
us
we are.
last week before the finale aired, and we could have talked about it last week.
We would have had to record it late, though.
And we just ended up recording it Friday.
Yeah,
Maybe Saturday.
probably. Don't look
So-
at my hair. One side's doing one thing and one side's doing
Yeah, don't look
another.
at mine either. It's been a week. I'll just say that. But yes, we're talking about Severance. So we're just going to talk about the season, some stuff we talked about. Most of the stuff I have written down is about the finale, which I'm sure is
Same.
same for Felicia.
Same.
I tried to rewatch it again last night. I got about, I want to say, maybe 15, 20 minutes in, and I fell asleep. So
Funny thing is, I told Jamal we need
excuse
to rewatch the thing, actually, the finale.
I think I'm going to try and rewatch it again tonight because it's very good.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, so I guess we can just get started with that.
Let's go. I'm sure Millie wants us to go as she's barking away. The one thing I just have, the first thing is just a general statement about the overall thing, which is why I want to rewatch it, because Severance in itself is really good. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 was like a whole nother level.
Yeah, which
And
people
the
didn't like season
finale-
2, but you guys sucked. That was great.
It was really good. The finale
Fantastic.
was like literally like a movie.
It was.
So my thing is just that overall, it was like a masterpiece. Like the way
Mhm.
it was shot.
Yep.
Everything was just,
You could tell they
chef's
put some
kiss.
thought into it.
oh yeah, it was.
Like it wasn't just we need to do this. It was like we're doing this because of this.
No, and it was really good. Especially for like a finale. I feel like sometimes they like kind of rush and try to fit everything in there. Some things are still, a lot of things are still unanswered, and I feel like they just took their time and they're like, this is
Right.
this is what it is.
I know they said there was, I forget what it was, but I was reading a thing that they said there was other stuff that they were going to add that was going to answer some questions, but they decided just to leave it out. So I don't remember what it was, but it was some stuff. Kitty cat. Let's
Really?
see. So, spoilers, by the way. I guess I should say that.
Oh,
Spoilers.
heavily spoilers.
Let's see. Something I'm just going to mention right off the top, and that was Innie and Outie Mark talking to each other.
Oh, I have that on my list.
Fantastic
actually.
scene.
Oh, I
Fantastic
love
scene.
that scene. Talking
Especially
back and
how-
forth with the video camera.
Right, especially like how good he was, like Adam Scott of the actor, like playing two versions of himself, talking to each other, like fantastic. Like he knocked it out of the park with that. Like it was very
It was really
believable.
good.
Like it wasn't one of those things. I was like, oh, he's acting. It's just like, like Innie and Outie Mark are talking to each other.
Yeah, like they've definitely like two different people there. I was
Mhm.
telling Jamal, I was like, imagine if you were like someone that just kept seeing this guy come out, go in and out of this house over and over talking into the camera. You'd be like, what?
Right? Like what's going on here, man?
But
Fan-
that was like
fantastic.
a crazy scene. And like their conversation between each other when he was like, and then he's like, dude, you.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't care about me. It's like, you just want this for yourself. And I
Mhm.
told Jamal, I said, dang, that wasn't nice. And he's like, well, he doesn't care about him.
No.
It's
Hi,
hard
Millie.
because it is obviously like, it's still you, but it's like a part of you that doesn't know anything about the other part of you. So
Right. I'm thinking
Kinda
about it a lot at
crazy.
work. I don't know. Remember before when I first started watching, Felicia's like, "Would you get severed?" I was like, "I don't know," but thinking about it, maybe. I think I've moved from no to maybe. Think about it. You won't have to worry about what's going on at work, but then at the same time,
But what about work, Jeremy?
I'd say that's the thing. Work Jeremy's going to be different then.
Imagine. No, but you're going to clock out and immediately clock back in.
Right. I know. Well, my innie doesn't care because I'm not going to know. Well, I won't care. My innie will care.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of rude to them. Like, very rude.
It's still part of you.
I know. That's true.
So I don't know.
I'm still on the fence. But I went from an absolutely no to maybe.
I went from maybe to I don't think so. It's just a lot going on. And like, what if you're any Jeremy's like, dude, you got to get me the out of here. I can't take it. But
Like Helly.
if that happens, they're dead. There's nowhere
Mhm.
else for them to exist besides
Yep, like Helly.
in there.
Season 1. Straight up.
So,
Herself. Hi, Harley.
I have the goat scene on here.
I got in here too. Goats, which we found out what the goats meant, which was they were to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Poor little
Which-
goat.
I know. The one though did get its life spared. They were
Yes,
gonna
it did.
shoot him in the head. And that whole scene was crazy because then Mark's trying to get in that one door
Yep.
and the guy comes out and like, oh my god, there was a lot of blood. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
the scene where he threw him against the wall and he hit his head, he got a concussion from that.
I saw that because he was like, oh, well, it was my fault. I was supposed to put my arm up to block my head and I didn't do it.
Because the one you can tell it's not where he punched him in the head. It's when he flings him against the wall. He hits the side of his head. And you can tell because he looks dazed at first. I was like, yep.
Yeah, but then I
Like,
heard
that'll
that
do
they
it.
said after that, Ben Stiller's like, don't worry. The shot looks great, though. It looks great.
That's what matters, though.
Got to get that shot.
Gotta
But
get that shot.
yeah, he did get concussed, so that's pretty.
Big time.
That was an intense scene.
That
Because first you
was.
think they're going to kill the lady, then you think the guy's going to die. Blood everywhere.
Right, I guess we could say because the next thing on my list, well, one of the next things was Drummond getting murdered by Mark. That whole scene was hilarious. He's holding
That
the gun
was-
to him
yeah.
in the elevator, and he switches. All of a sudden, he kills him. Think about it. All of a sudden, you wake up, you're holding this gun to this dude, and just blood gushing out
It was
everywhere.
an accident.
He's like, "What the?"
But it was, in his defense, it was an accident.
Yeah, it was.
He didn't mean to do it.
No, he didn't even know what was going on.
Could you? Yeah, all of a sudden you come to consciousness and you're like, what the?
What did
Oh
I
my
just
God.
do?
Blood everywhere. I
Everywhere.
kind of had to look away. And Jamal's always like, it's fake. I'm like, yeah, but it still
I
looks
looked away too.
crazy.
But he ended up needing the blood later on anyway.
Oh,
So,
yes, he did.
That whole thing was crazy. Man, I'm just thinking back to it. I laughed when it first happened. I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of disgusting."
Maybe Jamal want to rewatch it this weekend. I gotta ask
You
him.
should, because it's very good. It's very, very good.
It's a really good.
I wish I could.
Plus, I
watch
feel
it
like
for
there's
some
more stuff, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I missed that because there's a lot in there, and
Like,
there's a lot of stuff
I always
that
watch
people.
I always watch the breakdowns and stuff too.
Yeah, because
Like-
they'll be pausing each scene. Oh, if you look on this paper right here,
Mm-hmm.
oh, these numbers add up to mean this.
Right, like I watch them, but I remember one of them I was watching. I was starting to fall asleep, so I want to rewatch it. I always watch Pete Peppers and I watch New Rockstars. The New Rockstars one is the one I didn't see the whole thing. 'Cause I
What's
started
the one
falling
with the
asleep.
guy with the beard?
New Rockstars.
New Rock.
Eric Voss. He's always the one who does Marvel and stuff too.
Yep. Yes, he does. He does.
Which did you see that they announced
Sorry,
all the
Millie.
people that are going to be in Avengers Doomsday, whatever it's called?
I saw a
It's
thing
like
and I didn't know what it
everyone,
was
pretty-
for.
It's
but
like
yeah.
pretty much everyone.
Sorry, Millie. Millie's a little.
It's
upset.
okay, Millie Dilly. Well, she's like, my dad came here and he just left me. He left me.
Yeah. So we went out to eat and I got almost all the way home and I was like, oh, let me get my lotion on my purse. And I was like, and Jamal said, what are you looking for? I said, my purse. He said, did you leave it there? I said, I think I did. He said, no, look in the floor. I said, I looked on the floor. Look in the back seat of the floor. I said, I did. I call, it's there. So now I feel bad. He has to drive all the way there and back. So it's like an hour driving for him. He did switch cars though, but
I was in. Oh, at least he did that. A little fun.
still feel bad. I can't believe normally I'm on top of it. I don't know. I think I
Yeah.
just a lot of thoughts in my head. I can't keep
Yeah.
my brain straight.
No. Crazy.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Your turn by the way, because I said
Well,
goat scene.
I said Drummond
Oh yeah, Drummond dead.
getting murdered. Marked.
Murdered. Oh, milkshake. I know it's not his name, but that's
Milchek.
yeah. A lot of people call him milkshake. The marching band scene.
Yep, I got that in there too.
I had told Jamal actually. I said he used to scare the. I didn't like him, and now I like him. And Jamal said, "What do you like him because you go on his Instagram, you see what the real guy's like?" I said, "No, okay, maybe a little
Yes.
bit, but also because he finally stood up for himself."
Yeah, what did he say? Devour.
something, and he says that means eat. What was I
Devour
saying?
feculence or fuculence. Feculence?
Not fuculence.
Let me see. I'm watching a video.
You're fuculent. Jeremy's gonna listen in.
Oh, there it is. I'm listening.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
Devour feculence.
There you go.
I seen a thing too where he was talking about the Swedish word that he said. He said it was a made up word. He said, but he kept like trying it and said until he told it to someone. They started laughing. He said, "All right, that's how you pronounce it."
That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
But he finally stood up for himself, which is
Mm-hmm.
good. And I'm kind of starting to get the vibe that maybe he's not so much on Lumen's side as he is the Innie side. I don't know. Kind of getting a vibe there. I think that maybe he's not as like a bad guy. I think he's kind of a good guy. And yeah, his personal self in real life, I'd be that guy's friend.
I seen a video today of the person who plays Helly took a video of him practicing for the first time the whole marching band scene.
Oh, and she's laughing at him.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
he was like going off. He was like, like get it, get it, get it.
He was.
Another thing I have that involves him is him running when he puts the thing down
Love
for Dylan.
that. When that happened, I laughed.
I literally stopped. I'm like, no joke. I rewound it. I'm like, did I speed up or something? No, he just. The funny thing was, I saw an interview of him talking about that, and he was laughing. He said he didn't know they were gonna do that take. He said because they did a bunch of different takes. He said for whatever reason he decided just to run, and he said that's what they used.
That's funny.
He said it's hilarious, but it makes sense in the thing because you see how much he has to get done in that short amount of time.
Yeah, someone was like, he had to get to his halftime performance.
Mm-hmm. Hilarious.
Well, and then I was confused because some people say that they did the marching band scene to like drown out like murder and but I don't know. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
But it was a really good scene. I did see a thing of him like practicing too. And I have to say, I feel like the person who plays Helly, they were in like London the other day
Yeah.
for like a thing. Does she not to you look like she is totally like channeling like Haley Williams in that one era where she had the micro bangs? Because did you see her in
No.
London?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh wait.
She had like what sunglasses on, a hair in a ponytail, micro bangs. I feel like she's trying to channel Haley Williams a little bit there. It was on Instagram, but I'm sure you can Google the pictures. All their outfits were great. I don't know who ever dresses the guy who plays Mark. What is his name? Adam Scott.
Where were they at?
Somewhere in London. His outfit was amazing when they were in London. They're like outside somewhere. A bunch of blue balloons. Blue balloons. Little tongue twister.
Oh, yep. I see it. I see it.
Yeah. But do you see his outfit?
I did.
Great outfit, right?
It is very nice.
He's a very nice dresser.
I
I think it's so funny because that one episode that came out where they're doing flashbacks to him and his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and he had like a beard. His hair was like more normal.
Right.
Everyone online was like, "Dang, guy's kind of hot." Actually, I didn't know, but in the show they make him look so weird.
Yeah.
I think the hair is really bad. I feel like his face looks really tired. I don't know what they do to it, and he has no facial hair. He definitely
He's
is a person who
depressed.
needs. Well, yeah, he definitely needs facial hair. He looks way different with it.
I seen a thing
depressed. That's
too.
why he looks.
Yeah. That's how it happens, man. I remember too. I keep seeing a thing too of him. The clip from Parks and Rec where he's telling Leslie, he's like, we need to separate our work life from our home life, and then like he became up with Severance, but that, like, look at that. That's funny.
I did see that.
And it said there the one scene too is like, would a insane person do something like this or something like that? I forget the meme too. It's like, yeah, maybe.
Maybe so.
The other thing I have in here is the mural that they did.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All the people on there and everything. Like, wouldn't that just creep you out? You open the door opens and it's like, huh.
Yeah, there was a lot, I guess, hidden stuff in there too. People do all their pausing. I mean, I'm not gonna watch the episode and pause each scene and study it because it kind of feel like takes away from like.
Yeah,
the
that's why I
episode.
watched the breakdown, so I don't have to do
let
it.
somebody else do it.
Yeah,
Takes
just
away
like
too much.
Jamal do the same thing. We go see a movie, like a Marvel movie or something. As soon as we get home, all right, New Rockstars. Hey, welcome back to New Rockstars.
Yeah, got.
But me, I also watch P Peppers because I used to watch P Peppers
Which one's
for.
P Peppers?
He's he always ends his video with, and I think that's a good place to end things. He usually do Better Call Saul back in the day. Let me.
I don't
where's my
know.
phone?
Not that one guy that I always say hates everything. Bald guy, mustache, white guy, glasses.
Oh, I hate him.
Isn't he
Excuse
so
me.
negative?
Jamal has watched videos of been in your house, and he's
House.
and he's talked about like whatever. I'm like, I remember one time he was talking about green, and he was talking. I'm like, this guy hates everything, huh? He's like, what? How do you get that? I'm like, literally everything he talks about. Yeah, this is okay. This is
Everything.
okay.
The way you said,
This guy.
Can I see him?
He doesn't show his face. Oh wait, him.
his voice sounds familiar. The
That's
way
because
you
Jamal
said-
watches his videos too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll say the way you said house there reminds me of what is that song? Looking around the house.
Good. Oh
Good.
wow.
We used to cover that song.
Yes, we did.
It was
We
good.
would do another time. Yeah. Ba-doom, tss. Oh wow. I used to play drums for that song too.
Oh, that's a good
Living
song.
with you. Wow.
You got to do the accent on that.
Yeah. Wow.
Does the original have an accent like that?
Not that much.
Just that cover.
Oh, we do.
The special boy
Somewhere
cover.
in the depths of my Apple Music from years ago, I still have that cover somewhere of ours.
Oh, Lord, I don't know if I want to listen to that.
Let's take a look.
Don't put that on.
Oh, not for you. For me.
Oh, they say not for
There it
you, for the
is.
viewers. Oh, Lord. Are you listening to it right now?
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh, my God. The bass is way out of tune.
Oof. Who's drumming?
Me. What, can you hear it?
No, I was just asking.
Okay, good.
Jeremy
Actually,
said,
no.
oh, God. We got to burn this. You don't know?
No, I wasn't drumming, actually. I started drumming after that audio was taken.
Well,
Maybe we should put that back on the list. The boys would probably say it sucks. Anyways, back
it's a fun
to
little song.
Severance.
I think it's fun because of the accent. It makes it funner.
Mhm.
Yes, back to
Man.
Severance. My turn, your turn.
Your turn, because I mentioned the mural.
Okay. The whole thing with his wife.
Gemma?
Yeah. They never
I was
said
going to bring
for
that up
sure.
at the end, but yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well,
I
I
guess-
guess,
I guess
that
just-
scene. Just in general, the whole thing of how they kidnapped her.
Right.
They've been running these experiments on her.
Yep. I'm saying we found out what I guess it all just kind of rolls into one. We'll just talk about the ending altogether because that's the last thing I have over here. Well, the final thing we'll talk about last. But this part, yeah, Cold Harbor we found out is the crib, and it was their final test to see if like she could separate like the memories from before, like if all of her innies could separate that from the
From when she her memory of
why
when she
can't-
had her miscarriage.
Why can me not speak words right now? I don't know what's going on.
Why do words when few words do?
Yeah,
talk?
I love that. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we found out the Cold Harbor is for that, and that it's pretty much to see like what's gonna happen. And you find out that she's just like taking apart this crib. I was
She
looking for
has
the
like
cover.
so many different innies though.
I dropped that the cover in the band chat.
Oh Lord, I'll listen to that and cry.
Cry.
Because it's probably bad.
Oh, not ours. Not
Oh,
our
no.
cover. The good cover.
Oh, good. That's funny.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, we found out Cold Harbor. The whole point, which we found out too, that Mark doing Cold Harbor was every single time he did completed a what do you call it? Not a sequence, what they call it? A file.
Mhm.
It was a different innie for her, and he said I did 24 files. He found out that she had 24 different innies.
That's wild.
Excuse me, mind blowing.
Wow, Jeremy.
Excuse me. Topo Chico, man.
Topo Chico.
This raspberry's pretty good.
Hey, can
I
you
really-
get like a cat or a dog and name it Topo Chico?
I should. We got a guy at work that we call Chico. I want to get that stuff that you've been getting from Costco.
It's
Sparkling water.
good.
Delicious.
Man, we got a lot of good. Now every time I
Yeah.
say good, I think it was good.
Living with you.
Ow.
Anyway,
Jeremy said inside
Cold Harbor.
joke.
Yeah, inside joke. You'll find out later.
Maybe you'd be part of one day.
Maybe. Where was it? Oh, yeah. So like this ties in the whole thing we were talking about before, like with the whole Drummond dying in the elevator, because then Mark can't get in because he has to be like by the prick of the finger, and he uses the blood to get in. Which that
Funny.
lady,
When
lady
happened,
too was
I'm thinking,
hilarious.
use the blood.
Me too. But remember when the lady like freaked out and when she said like
Oh
"You
yeah.
something like that? Hilarious.
Yeah, she's
hilarious.
pissed.
But I like the fact too they talked about too, like when he walked in there, like that guy was like, don't listen to him, like whatever. Like Mark
Oh,
knows
yeah.
who she is. She has no idea, but she still like went with him. And like she came to, which think about it, like she walked in all of a sudden she's like, man, all of a sudden like here's Mark, holy like they have their embrace, whatever. And then I seen a thing, I don't remember if it was Pete Peppers that talked about it or Eric Voss from New Rockstars, but he mentioned how like when like they both came to and the alarm started going off, like instead of like Mark like telling her where to go, like she grabbed his arm and she's like, we need to go, and like she let him because she knew where they were, because like or like whatever, and then like their whole getaway, and they get in the elevator and they kiss, and then they both like go back to their other innies,
Yeah.
and then they're just like awkward.
Yeah.
It's
that
Miss
was-
Casey, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what he called her.
Yeah, she's like, hey, what's going on here?
Hey, what is up, my guy?
I love that video. My
Funny.
guy. So they walk out, and then I guess might just get into it now. The whole end scene, which crazy. I seen a thing a few weeks ago. Someone was talking about the actress who plays Gemma, and they're like, you don't hire the actress like this unless like some crazy gonna go down, and some crazy did go down.
Oh yes.
Which I found she's Australian. I didn't know.
I didn't know that. The funny thing is that I didn't know she was, but okay, so I saw a video of someone being like, "Oh, when you didn't know the actress was Australian," and all of a sudden it's them like in the show and then doing an interview in Australian, and I was like, "Okay, what the hell's that about?" And then I was scrolling, and I seen her, and I was like, "What? She is?"
Felicia's like, "That's what the meme's about."
I had no
That's
idea.
Crazy. So anyway, Mark finally gets her to the door, because his whole anything was like, you need to get her out into the hallway. Which I was thinking back when I was watching the videos, it made me think back to the first episode with Helly, where she kept walking out and she came back in. Like, they didn't explain how that worked. Well, that's because she walked out and then her outie walked back in, and that's why she kept.
And
So
was
that
like, "No, get in there."
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand it. Now I understand how that was happening. Because, like, she walked out, and, like, it broke my heart, man. Because she's in there, she's screaming, like, "Mark, let's go." Mark goes to open the door, he stops. And all of a sudden, this Kelly comes. Mark. He's like, "What do I do?" The actress who played it, said that she was slamming on the door so hard they had to put a pad behind it.
Really?
Yeah, she said got into it that much. She said she was extremely upset after that scene. She said normally she can, like, separate from us. She said, but, like, the way she was playing, she said she was just so heartbroken.
That's so sad.
Because think about it too. Like, someone said too. Like, she doesn't know that he's severed.
No.
So she thinks that this man that just, like, the love of her life basically just goes off with another woman.
Yeah, just left. Like, she has
Right.
no idea.
No, which I
That
leading up
scene
to it,
was a rough scene.
I knew it was gonna happen, and I still was like, Mark, what the fuck is wrong with you?
At first, I was like, maybe he ain't gonna do it. But then the thing is, like, it's and the way it's shot with the colors is so like cinematic. What is that
Yeah,
word?
cinematic, yeah,
Because like the red lights, the blood everywhere,
crazy.
and then here comes barefoot Helly.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people have talked about when her bangs are messy. If it's what's her?
The actress who played it said that she's Helly, not Helena.
Yeah.
But I'm just
I
saying
don't
they could
know.
lie to us. People lied to us before.
But she wouldn't. I feel like she wouldn't have done that.
Me either.
She wouldn't have. She would have been like, "No, what are you doing?"
Because, like, her whole thing was like to get her
What
his
about
wife
the
back.
look she gave back at the wife? Like, yeah,
Mhm.
she looked at her.
Well, she said she played it off as if to say, like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm like, I feel like they're telling you to say that. They're right in season 3.
Oh
It
yeah,
was like
it was announced like a few hours after the release.
Yeah, it was. The next day it was already everywhere. It's like, oh, it's already been approved for season 3.
I seen some people saying like, well, now what? We gotta wait. How the hell did you guys wait from season 1 to 2? You waited years. Yes, we did.
They said it's not going to take as long. Which I remember when I was watching it, it's because it was recently when season 2 started. I was watching. I was like, man, that was crazy. Jamal's like, yeah, we had to wait years to see what happened. He's like, now you get to see what happens now.
I feel like she was the bad lady. She had no shoes on.
Yeah, that's weird too.
She was barefoot. I feel like she wouldn't even went to look for him because she would have been
Right.
like, no, he needs to be with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know, big dog. Something don't seem right.
What is that?
What?
Boom, boom. Sure, it's
Could've
one of the animals. Or someone's gonna kill me.
Or that. Or there's a car driving by.
No.
Oh, there's
No.
Millie. I was just going to say she's quiet.
The funny thing is that, well, I mean, it's not always funny. So by her crate in the basement, there's like an air vent so like some heat goes down there.
Right.
And when she barks, it goes like straight up and through all the vents. So if we're in the bedroom and she wakes up in the morning, it's like a speaker through the vent. And there's a vent.
Plus she's got a loud bark too.
Oh God, so high pitched. There's a vent
Yeah.
right over by me, and it's just like funnels itself in.
Yep.
Yeah, she has her high pitch bark, and then she has her danger. It's her lower registry bark.
Yep.
She saves that for important things.
Which is very good. Which is the reason Jamal wanted her.
Yeah, but Jesus, my God, she's so loud. What a loud girl. Oh, my other thing too is like Irving. What's happening with him?
Yeah, what's going on with our buddy Irv? I seen a thing too, like when they were talking about Mark when his like any at the retreat, and he was talking to Cobell about like the hallway, and he said, yeah, like Irving, and she said, what? Like she was like,
Yeah.
how does he know?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Here's the funny thing.
If you just listening to the audio,
Have
that's
you
me making fun of
seen-
Jeremy.
Have you seen the video that's going around on Twitter about the guy with the sparkling water?
No,
Oh
I haven't
my!
been on Twitter.
It's everywhere. Everyone's doing memes about it. So there's this
What?
guy. He wakes up at 4 a.m, which, by the way,
Oh, that's sparkling water?
yeah. That
Oh,
sparkling
okay.
water. So you've seen it then.
Yeah,
He
but you
does-
can explain it for our viewers,
So
listeners.
you know what? No, I'm just gonna show the video instead. Let me find it.
Oh
What's
yeah, I
this
have
dude's
seen
name?
so many people making fun of him. When I first saw that, I was like, "The fuck? Shut up!"
This is my thing. This is my thing. Like not only is it bad when like, um, not only is it bad that like I have to see it repeatedly, but it's bad all the copycats because they think they're funny. And after a while, it's like okay, like I seen a thing too. It's like when certain brands like take over and start like posting about it, people are like, okay, this trend is over. Like let it die. Let
My
it
thing
die.
is that dude, you're waking up early. You ain't really doing shit. What are you doing? It's
Right.
fucking weird.
I can't find
And
it.
I'm like, is he trying to like act like he's rich with like his sparkling water that he's
Right,
doing?
this is my thing too. I seen another video, where
Hold on, Mel.
he did another video where like he's putting on like docs, but he has no socks on, and that's just disgusting to me.
Oh, that.
Like, is that supposed to be that like, um, like it's supposed to be like as you get money, like you have like you don't. I don't understand.
I
What's
don't know.
this?
You gotta break docs in too.
Excuse me. What's this dude's name?
I don't know.
I can't find the video.
Well, maybe he took it down because he's a loser. Just
Oh, he didn't take it down. Like even the brand is getting like
What's the brand? Oh, the water brand?
Saratoga.
Saratoga. Oh my God, Millie's having a rough time.
That's TikTok.
Just looking like the morning routine. I bet you it'll pop up. Because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
His morning routine. I bet you it's gonna pop up.
Oh, he
That's what she
posted a
said.
new one,
Yeah,
like
dude.
3 days ago.
Nobody cares, dude.
Anyway, the point being, I can't find the one everyone's talking about. The point being is like it's ridiculous. Like he wakes up at 4 and then goes to the gym and just runs for like a few hours for like not even very long, and then he's like up in the air for 4 minutes. I don't know. It makes no sense.
Oh, at one point he goes on his balcony.
Yeah, just like twerks pretty much. Like he
I don't
uses
know what
sparkling
he's
water and
doing.
dips his face in it.
Yeah, what's the point of that?
There is none. People were saying too, like how like the person he's with, he never shows their face. He treats them like they're his.
Is there a
Uh,
girl there?
Yeah, she like handed him stuff at one point.
What?
People say he treats it like his servant.
Interesting, sir.
Very. I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing him shirtless, which is very awkward.
He's shirtless in the thing.
Anyways, like it's a whole bunch of nothing, but it's all over the internet. And if you find it,
Can you make one? It's you waking up, snoozing the alarm.
someone already did
sitting up.
that. Someone already did that.
Damn.
It's all out there, man.
It's all out there. You want to know something funny that I just thought of? I was like, you making a Pop-Tart? We passed the gas station today, and Jamal's like, oh, he's like, I got a Pop-Tart there for breakfast the other morning. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, they toast it for you, too. I was like, what? And he starts laughing. He's like, I'm just with you. They didn't toast it. I was like, I pictured the guy behind the register. It was like one of them small gas stations, like with a toaster. You want to toast it? All right, buddy, hold on. I thought that was funny. Oh, Millie. She's having a rough time. I know I've said that.
I
But she
see
really
that.
is. But I hope we don't have to wait too long for the next season, but obviously I also want them to take enough time for it to be good. Oh. Is that it?
Yeah, I did find it.
Jeremy
How
said, but
do
you don't
I-
get to see it because you're
I didn't say that.
Jeremy.
Well, then again, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to.
I don't want to.
No, but what I will show you guys something,
Uh-oh.
and that is
Cover
A
your
n-
eyes. It's
a n-
Jeremy's wiener.
no, it's a reel that we did.
Oh yeah, watch this reel. It's not Jeremy's wiener.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Which is like, why do I say anything that I say?
You know, I don't know why I say anything that I say, to be honest with
Alright.
you.
Do you see it?
I see it.
Here we go.
This is a classic. I just want you all to know.
I love this so much.
Recently, we got the band back together. But for some of us, it's a little bit more difficult. What tuning are you in?
What it says on the chord sheet.
I think that's wrong.
I think it's not.
Poor guy's huffing and puffing. He gets mad over the simplest thing. It's all part about being in a band. And this is how he treats us? Don't gotta.
Forget it. I don't gotta take this from you. I'm out of here.
He threatened to leave 3 times of practice.
But he put his backpack on. I think he's actually leaving this time.
Oh, classic. I can just hope that the
Ah.
second episode is just as good.
I hope so too.
If
I
you
love it
don't
so
think
much.
that's good, what's
I've
wrong
watched
with
it
you?
so many times. So many. I
That's
put
so
it on my
good.
story. That's so good.
If
I
you
watch it at
like
least
The
one- I
Office, it
legit-
makes it even better.
No lie, I would watch it at least once a day since we released it. Not even joking. I
It's
was like, let me watch it
good.
again. It's just so good. Plus, I heard that like the cuts and everything were perfect, and that just made me feel so good.
Oh, man, I told you.
Yeah.
Man. So,
We
Yeah,
didn't tell
'cause
me. He
I
told
was-
you, and you told me.
well, yeah, it was a conversation or conversation. It was a do. Jesus Christ, I can't say nothing. Because I sent it, and then he had said, and I told Jeremy today, actually, I was like, he said that
Mhm.
was great.
Thank
That was perfect.
That was version 2.0, because version 1.0, I was like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't feel the pacing was right. That's why I'm glad I sent it to you, because I was like, I don't know. I sent it to the chat. I remember you guys were like, yeah, you could change this and that. I remember we did a scene at the end, and even
Scene. What's with you in the accent today?
scene- I don't know. We did a scene for at the end, and I remember even when I edited it, I'm like, this just feels like it shouldn't be here. Like, it just feels off.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was with Felicia on Sunday, and I was like, I'm gonna record this part, and like whatever. So I re-recorded that part of me talking at the beginning, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's what I needed.
Oh yeah, with the lighthouse too.
Yep. I was like, you're gonna
Well,
love
I
it.
want you to know too. I gave the credit because at first I was like, "Oh, it was my idea for the video." Oh, you did great for the thing. I said, "Well, the whole editing thing is Jeremy. He put all that together. That wasn't
Thank
me."
you.
So I did
That's
give that.
me.
I did do
But see,
Jeremy
I-
his credit where it was due.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I hope we get more views, because that's hilarious.
I
to me.
think it's so funny.
It could go viral. Who knows? It could become a
I
series.
hope
now,
so.
now the only thing is now we have to make it a series.
Oh yeah.
We're already talking about episode 2.
Oh, yeah, I already got the idea for episode 2. Can't tell you guys what it is because
No. No
that's
idea for
stupid.
episode 3, because it's gonna go, because
Well,
we
you
don't
gotta
know
see how it
yeah,
goes.
you gotta see how episode 2 goes out and how it all pans out. I will give you a little tidbit though here. Brandon, when he was recording his part, originally we had Thaddeus mic'd up next to him. Brandon could not get through because Thaddeus, as soon as he would say, "Oh, John," Thaddeus would start laughing
Yeah.
immediately. I'm like, Thaddeus, you need to be quiet. And he's like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm like, come on, one more time. We're like, oh, John. Like, Thaddeus.
Yeah, I was
knock it
like, how do
off."
you make it through your skits for your channel? First time, I get it. I said,
like,
you
well,
can't
what's
even
happening?
hold it
Yeah.
together.
He said, because it's funny. Because Brandon was doing it like so deadpan. I'm like, hey, you're doing it perfect. He's like, because that's what you told me to do. You told me just to say it deadpan, just like this. Yeah. Which is funny because he was the one who first said to do that when we originally talked about it at one of our practices.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, then you should cut to me and I should say this. We're like, write that down. Break that down. Hilarious.
And I would just
love
like
it.
to say pat on the back for us for actually, we talked about it and we did it
That's right.
and posted it.
Check it off. That's for you haters out there.
Oh, let me see actually if I check that off on there. I actually have a list of all this stuff for the band, and I love to make lists so I can check them off.
Mhm.
Sometimes when I make to-do lists or things that I'm doing, can be in real life or work or whatever. Sometimes if I'm like, oh, I should make a list, but I already did one or two things, I'm still writing it on the list because
Yep.
I'm checking it off.
That's right. You still get that satisfaction of checking it off the list.
Oh, okay. Well, I can.
Check that off.
Oh, reel for my cover. We did that. Check. Real
Excuse me.
sweet or salty chorus. That pretty much check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already got. Hold on, I gotta put that on there. Hold on.
Which one?
I gotta type it in. I never wrote it on there.
Oh, look at that. That's how good we are.
Check. Well, I'll tell you. I'll say one or two things, and Jeremy's gonna bleep out the rest because the rest are secret projects.
Oh.
We gotta still record and release Sweet or Salty.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to bleep this out.
Mm-hmm.
That's secret. Then we need to
When you say release, is that a studio version or just like the live version we've been doing?
whatever way we decide to do it. Whatever's gonna be solid enough. I don't know.
I feel we could use whatever we do for practice and always could just re-record over it, sort of thing. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
if you're like,
That's
oh,
a-
you know what, that needs a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because I told Jeremy this earlier. We had our new song we've been working on, and
Oh, yep.
I need to put that on the list.
Which the end of that video there, sneak peek.
A little sneak peek.
Little-
But I
little
told
sneak peek.
Jeremy, I said, I put in the band chat too. I said, to be honest with you guys, I said, sometimes I'm driving in the car and I said, I'm putting our song on.
Yep.
And it's not even like, there's a few things in there still we're changing and going to redo, but
Mhm.
I love that song, man.
Right.
And I love that. I'm like, we
Mhm.
made that. That's good.
Mhm.
The other thing, obviously, that you already know, because we we talked about this. If we didn't bleep this out, the first live stream,
Yeah, we already talked about it.
then these are 2 secrets, but I'll say it for you, and you can bleep it out for them.
Nice.
So that's it. Wait, what was the other
Num-
thing? Oh, we gotta.
Well, you can also put on there release.
Wait, which one? I just put the new song on the list. Yeah.
We said before. Felicia's like, yeah. Felicia's like, write that down right there.
The funny thing about that song you just bleeped out,
Mm-hmm.
that's funny to me is I don't know if you remember this during the practice. I gotta say I'm not good. I've always said this at making happy, positive music.
Me either.
Most of my songs are like you,
Yeah, me too.
kind of angry. I don't know. It's just good, and I feel like it comes off. It's easier to write about. It comes off better, and I think performing it's really good.
Plus, I have an easier time writing those type of songs than happier songs too.
The only one
Like-
song I have is that I think that song is the
Yeah.
only positive one.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I wrote it, and then I wasn't with the person anymore. I think Jeremy remembers that practice that we were gonna play after, and I think I left the room crying. And I think you and Shane came after me.
Well, we played it, and then for whatever reason we started playing. I believe in a thing called Love, and that's when you left.
What's
And then
that?
Shane gave me a look like, "What the did you do?" And then you were gone. And we went to go find you, and Mom was like, "No." And then Mom came back, and she was like, "Shane, Felicia wants to talk to you." We said, I remember him saying,
Did I
"My
call
heart-"
for him?
You sent Mom,
I don't remember why I wanted to talk to him.
and then
I just remember
well, I
telling
mean,
him.
he went. Oh, he told me. He said, "Oh, my heart just dropped." She's like, she just wants to talk to you, wants your advice. He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Oh," like, "Yeah, yeah, you can send her down here." So then I left. I was like, awkward.
I just remember telling him, like, dude, I don't want to play this song, and this is why. And only thing I remember him telling me was like, but it's a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that make you not play this song anymore. It's a really good
Yeah.
song. And I was like, oh, okay. And I mean, I don't know. The song is really good.
It's good.
But I can say it's not a song that I really even associate with that
Which is
person
good.
anymore. So
Right. I'm saying, plus you that one time we played it, and you're like, this goes out to, oh, right, there he is. This goes out to Jamal. Hi, Jamal.
hey Jamal, how's it going?
I like that part. That was in the birthday show. Like, this goes out to Jamal. And you look around. Oh, hey, what's up?
Did I? What birthday show was that?
The 21st birthday show, not your 21st, the other 21st.
I don't remember that. My memory is such.
Mhm.
But I know he's not listening. But then shout out to Shane for actually us still playing that song today, because I probably wouldn't have done it then if you
There you
didn't
go.
tell me it was a good song and to keep playing
Yep.
it. But yeah, and John, he always
Yep,
has to.
I was waiting for this part.
Oh, what does this mean? What
Hilarious.
did you mean with this? First off, everything isn't so cut and dry. And second off,
He
that
also-
line doesn't even mean what you think it means.
No, and he also misheard the lyrics because we finished the song. John puts his hands on his hips. He's played with the song before. He's like, so, when you said fogging up the windows, what's that supposed to mean, huh? And that's not even what the lyric is.
Lyrics is their fog on the window. And I know, or windows, whatever. He's taking it as like in the car, nasty. It's literally about like the end of the night where it's dark out, and
Mhm.
but it's like the temperature's changing and there's like condensation on car windows, and
Mhm.
that's what it is.
It's a fantastic song. We need to release that one.
Yeah, it's all right.
So we
But some saying you put in songs, and I'm just like, that sounds good.
will. Right. That's how I do it. Like me, I was trying to figure out a rhyme. I'm like, oh, that rhymes. Okay. I've been told I write catchy songs. I'm like, well, that's because in my mind, that's because I'm like, well, I think of this lyric that I like. I'm like, what rhymes with it? Rhymezone.com. I use that all the time.
Jimmy said,
I
get it."
would look through. I'm like, no, this doesn't make sense. Like, I'm writing a song right now for the Songwriters Club about fools, and I forget the lyric, but I was trying to find a word to rhyme with memory because of a thing that you told me. I was like, I'm stealing that.
I'm actually working on that song right now.
Really?
Mhm.
And I can't find a word that I like enough. But like, there was one, but I was like, it was something to do with like, I was like sunshine or something. I was like, but I wrote a song before about something to do with like sunshine. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that again, but I don't know.
I kind of like putting like little Easter eggs in songs lately.
Oh, me too. Me too.
And I do have to say that I'm quite pleased with myself, because I gotta say, for the it's probably been about like a decade. I want to say I struggled to have any creative things. I remember telling
Yep.
Jeremy, like, why can't I can't write music anymore. I can't do it.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I was like, I can do it. You start
That's
having
happened to
fucking
me.
lyrics in your head.
I released that EP back in 2020. I have all these plans. I remember I even sent a snap to Brandon. It was like, oh, 1 year later, time to work on EP number 2. I don't remember what songs I was even recording for that because then I couldn't write. And then like this whole project started. I started doing that songwriter club, and I just feel like I don't know, just feel like the gates have been opened in a way.
Yeah. I
feel
feel
like-
like that helps, and then just like
Plus, just the motivation just to like actually like practice and stuff like that, and like do music stuff.
that really helps.
Because originally we weren't even gonna do any like more originals. We just said we were gonna like play some covers, just have fun with it, like post it on YouTube. And then one day I was just talking in the band chat. I was like, hey, what if we did a live stream? All of a sudden, just like a light bulb went off. Felicia's like, oh, we actually read it because John said something. To be frank, we'll tease it like that too. And next Felicia ran it and wrote a song. And all of a sudden we're like, man, we
Good.
could write some more songs. We could release some
That
more originals
song,
and stuff
that
like
song
that.
came easy too,
Mhm.
which is not like I said in a long time. And
Right.
then
So tune into the live stream, you'll see it. And you also hear the song that Felicia was just talking about that that her and Shane talked about.
oh yeah, you will. And I mean, it'll be a while before the next song
Yeah.
with that one line where I was like, ooh, I'm gonna steal that and put it in a thing. So I want to try to get that. Gosh, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff working on, and I'm glad it's actually
Mm-hmm.
it's
It's
going.
been happening. The plan was last year, but it never happened. But in a way, everything happens for a reason.
That's
So-
true. Maybe we wouldn't have
Yeah,
had
maybe.
back then. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe we wouldn't have had the drive like we are right now. Which is weird because like back in I want to say 2014 was when like Brandon officially joined the band back then. And remember that was the year that we were super motivated that whole year. And like we played like a bunch of shows and stuff like that. And then after that just kind of trailed off just because life. But I remember around that time, remember that year we had like I forget how many shows that counted out. I think it was like 10 or something, which is crazy.
It was good for us.
It was. I remember even that one we played at Casey's Cabin. We only played 4 songs. We logged all our gear for 4 songs, but we still played it. It was fun. But then we met the Carltons too. But
Oh yeah.
then we had an acoustic show. Like I remember it was just like, oh, we got this show. We got this show. We got this show.
Yeah, sometimes I see it in my time hop where I'm like, hey, check us out. We're playing here this day,
Yeah, me
that day,
too.
this day, and next weekend you can check us out here. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm excited for the live stream.
Me
My
too.
thing is that anybody can
Anything
watch
can happen.
from
Mhm.
anywhere, which is really cool.
Yep. We'll post
I
the
asked
links and
Jamal, I
let
said,
know
are you gonna watch? He said, what if I'm at work? I said, I don't know. What if you're not? You gonna watch?
We'll make sure he's not, so he doesn't have a choice.
Gotta watch.
It's funny because when we were eating, Felicia told Jamal, she's like, oh, I might play you the original song. She's like, I played it for you the other day. He's like, yeah, but did I just get home from work at the table?
Well,
She's
I
like,
never
yeah.
played it. I mentioned playing it.
Oh.
I did not play it on the way home. He was listening to his music and he was kind of into it. I didn't want to ruin the vibes.
Yeah, for the vibes. You can listen to it Saturday.
Yeah. I do have to. The thing is, I need to organize my thoughts for this next song though, because normally I'll just write blah blah blah, but there's actually probably 2 songs in there because you ever write it and you're like, okay, this is just an idea. My
Right.
thing also is I'll go into voice memos because I don't want to like lose the melody in my head.
Yep.
No.
I've done that. How do you write songs? Do you, because this is something we talked about in that songwriter club too. Are you more of a person like write all lyrics and then do music, or do you do music first and then find lyrics along the way?
My thing, I have to kind of write them together. Like I don't
Right.
feel like I used to write just lyrics, but then the
Mhm.
problem is once you get the music, I can't get them to fit right.
Right.
So
I
I
remember
have
that
to think
happened
of the
with,
words with the melody.
Right. That happened with Radisson. I remember because you had like an extra line or something, and, like with the music that we had, like it just didn't fit. We had to cut some off.
Yeah,
if you
I
remember
feel like
that.
it's harder than.
I remember us having this conversation years ago when Paramore came out with Brand New Eyes, because they had a thing and they were saying like she wrote the music and then like they brought the music to her and like it wasn't like together. And I remember you saying, I just could never do that. I just can't. I just can't.
No.
Me, I've always just what she said. Like the way I did it before was always just write lyrics, but that's part of the reason I didn't finish a lot of songs
Thumbs up.
because like I would be like I need to finish the whole song and then do it. The way I've been doing it now, especially with this like thing, I keep bringing it up, but like I'll write like a little bit of lyrics and then I'll start with the music after it, because then to me I feel more inspired too, because then like you get the melody down, you start playing it like, oh, actually, well, this would work, this doesn't work, this didn't work, stuff like that.
I'll say
I feel
sometimes you get like
it's
one
easier.
line and you're
Mhm.
like, ooh, that's a good line. But then I
Mhm.
feel like I have to like think of the melody. I'm like, oh, that's a good line. And then I'll be him like, oh, no, 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 no. And I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
that sounds good. And then you break out the guitar and you're like, oh,
Mhm.
that's it right there.
Mhm.
Once I get the chords down for like, if I've got like the chorus or like a
Yep.
verse, then
I
I
feel
can
like-
I can
yeah.
come up with the other lyrics like easy.
Right. I feel for me, I always end up writing the chorus first for whatever reason.
I did with the last song. Well, yeah, and then I think
Sometimes
the other song I'm
verse-
working on,
yeah.
I did the same.
I feel like I'll have a line for a chorus and then I'll end up I'll work on it, and then I'll end up doing the verse, and then I'll do the chorus, and I'm like, oh, that worked. And then I always feel my second verses are kind of meh for whatever reason. I feel like the second verse, I'm just kind of like, eh. And then like it comes back to the chorus, and it's fine. But one of the last ones I wrote, I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like, well, my last one that I did was
Excuse me,
like
sorry.
the second verse has
And-
all them Easter eggs in it.
Anytime I drink sparkling water, I get a lot of burps. Good though. But yeah, so comment down below if you're a singer-songwriter and how you write in your process.
Yeah, let us know. And make sure you check out Pointe Hope. That's our new band.
Everywhere. And also,
very excited about it.
mic cover.
Go check on Mic Cover. Mic Cover, just want to say you're fantastic.
We love you.
Love you, dude. You be
But not in a
post-
weird way. Not in a weird way.
Duh. I'll say if we post anything and we got showing off our mic covers, he's always reposting our. He's great.
We're gonna have him
And-
on here at some point. We still need to figure that out.
Yeah,
We've
we
just been
gotta
busy with
Work
everything else
together
going
our
on. We gotta
schedule.
figure out-
I know we always just got our.
Yeah, we
But
haven't
look
forgot.
How
Don't
this
worry.
just makes it pop.
Yeah, we haven't forgot about you. Don't worry.
No, and I do.
It just we keep
check out our-
discussing it, but we've just been so busy with all like the music and stuff like that we just keep forgetting about it. All of a sudden we're like, we need to do that. We need to do that.
We got to get our stuff
We'll get there.
aligned.
Yeah.
Aligned. I'm putting that in a song. Something aligned.
Realign.
Realign.
Like
but look how these
Drake Bell song. What's it called? Found
these
a way.
pop, and in our Pointe Hope, it definitely makes it pop. You know, I don't want people
Mhm.
scrolling like, whoa, what was that? What was that lime green there for a second?
Mhm. More colors incoming. Possibly. That's all I'm gonna say.
You never know.
I don't know about Felicia. For me, yes.
You never know. I thought I meant maybe for him. Who knows?
Anything
But
happen?
make sure go ahead and check them out. We got our link in the description. Go on ahead and use that. And like I said before, I don't know if you're probably not going to make it for this sale, but he runs sales quite often, so make sure you're always go and check him out. Check him out. Anything
box.
else to add?
P.O. Box. Send us
Oh
something
yeah,
cool.
check out our.
I haven't
PO
checked
box.
that in a minute. I was thinking about that today. I was like, I wonder if anyone sent us anything because I haven't checked.
Jeremy said, "Wow, what if there's money in there?
It could be.
Never know."
Mike, Magic Candle Company, 15% off. 1-5.
Yes. Check them out.
W Energy, all our friends, and also big shout out. I always forget to mention him. Overthinker for our intro and outro song for the podcast.
Yes, thank you. Love that song.
And Mike Kira for the intro of him saying stuff too.
Thank you. I know we had a lot of people to thank. We had a
Yeah,
lot of people.
Which
we,
thinking about
work
it,
with.
remember before we were talking about Overthinker. Who knows? Anything could happen.
Anything. They're in
Anything.
Florida.
Yeah, they can come here. We can come there. Let us know, man.
Let us
Bada
know.
bing, bada boom.
We be working.
Collab on a song, big buddies.
Yeah, me and Jeremy have been talking about a lot of stuff, and I feel like thought I heard the dog.
Right. It makes me feel like it was like 10, maybe, yeah, I'd say probably like 10 years ago we used to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
But then, life happens. Other stuff gets in the way.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like at that time, too, because we had discussed, like, originally, I want to say at the end of 2019, like, we even said, like, during the show we played at Taste Wisconsin over here, we even said, like, oh, we're going to be changing our name, like, a new beginning. But then, like, you get to a point where you kind of just, like, fades out a little bit, and you just kind of
and
like,
COVID happened.
I'm saying, I was like, oh, let's take a break. So then that's why I did my EP. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. But then COVID happened and everything with that. And then, like Felicia said, like the motivation, just like all that, like, I don't know what it was for the longest time. I'd be like, oh, let's do this and that. And then I'd be at work. We're like, oh, I should record this, record that. And I get home. I'd be like, motivation's just gone.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's just like when you got it, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, I feel like whenever we're doing music stuff, like,
Gotta ride the wave.
yeah, I'll be listening to more
feel like
shit
it's
about
also-
the stuff
right.
we do.
I feel like it's also too, like, I still, especially since like me and you with it, like even before, like when we get like Brandon too, like he's even in it too. Like once we hit that like certain spot where like we stay like motivated on it, and I think it's because we put like a lot of our focus into it. I think it just at that point back then we just were like tired of it for going at it for so long in a way. Going at it sounds weird, but you know what I mean? Like because we were just like hard focus on it for so long, and just like all the drama of all the stuff from before, you know?
Yeah, which kind of just
That-
tears it down.
It did big time. It didn't make it as fun. I'll say that. I was even telling Felicia, I was like, I haven't been this excited even just for a practice in a very long time.
Yeah. Because I'm like, yeah, let's do this practice and we're going to fucking make a reel and do it and whatever. And
Right. And everyone's down for it too. Like there's no drama about it. I mean, it's just fun. Plus we're
It
like
is
joking
fun.
around the whole time, stuff like that. John still makes me laugh when that one time I just seen with his hands in his hips. So when you said fuck on the window, what does that mean? My favorite part was Felicia said, John, that's not even the lyric.
Glee doesn't pay attention.
He doesn't. I'm like, John, the chord sheet's in front of you with it, and Felicia's like, well, that's probably not right either. I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Jeremy does write a lot. I'm like, dude,
My bad.
not saying that. Oopsies.
I was like, my bad. I was like, I can fix that. Which
But I
reminds me,
think
I
if-
have to fix the few adjustments you made too.
Oh yeah, they're good. Cause I'll just be like, just like living. You're like, ooh, I'm gonna change this. I'm like, Jeremy, change this one little thing to this,
Yep.
and it's gonna
It's an-
be
it'll-
chef's kiss.
At some point, we're like, okay, now we're actually going to record it for real. Right now, it's just like, oh, we'll change that. But it's cool.
I think I've made all my adjustments.
Until you play it again,
Um,
you're like, you know what?
Nah, I'm excited. I'm gonna say I'm definitely excited for it to be released though.
Yeah, me too.
Very excited.
And when it goes live, well, it's going to be everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
I
You
can't
can even
wait.
pay for it if you want.
If you want to. I'm excited for it to release, and then I'm like, hopefully some people like it. And I just thought of something else that we're maybe doing. I don't know. We'll see. We got many ideas.
Yep.
I guess I'll leave y'all with that. Your thing for this week. Well, maybe just do something that makes you happy, or maybe give an old hobby another try again.
Oh, there you go.
See how it goes. Give it a go. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go check us out on Pointe Hope. Go check out my cover. We don't forget, I'm Felicia.
I'm Jeremy.
Toodles.
Toodly-doo.
Time